Welcome back to After Hours with Jeff and Julia. Wednesday.
Yeah.
A quick reminder for a lot of people watching on Facebook, you can also download the KSN Plus app to better stream After Hours with Jeff and Julia. Of course, you can comment live on Facebook with us. We love that. We talk about the crew that joins. We love the interaction. But KSN Plus on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV as well.
We're going to have to start adding everyone's names to the podcast.
Oh, yeah. We'll have like a
Jeff and
cast
Julia
list at the end.
And then Olivia and Doug, and we got to add everybody's name
Christine.
to it.
Oh,
Christine,
absolutely.
we gotta add them
Karina.
all of them.
The list could go on.
Because it feels like it's a community cast. It's not a podcast. It's a community cast.
Ooh, I like that,
I do too.
though.
The community cast.
Community.
Community.
Today we were talking, we had kind of alluded to it yesterday or previewed it. Technology, do you adapt?
As I'm working
I was
with
gonna
this
say.
mic, apparently I don't.
Not well.
No. Sorry.
But it's the question of do you adapt to technology, or are you stuck in your ways? I think everyone, when you're young, you're like, oh, I can adapt to technology, and then you hit like 49 and you're like, maybe I can't.
I saw a meme just before we came on the air, and it said, dreaming of erasing my social media and getting a landline.
Oh, how
So
relevant.
I thought, oh, yeah, that sounds like fun.
Does it? You had a landline.
Yeah, I
Was
did.
it fun?
Yeah. Did you? You never had a landline?
I had a landline.
Okay, like, come on.
I did.
Well, here's
We're
how it
starting out
worked.
strong today.
The problem with my landline was the tin can would sometimes cut you around your ear.
Yeah, that's why you have that scar.
Yeah. So, and then oftentimes the string wasn't long enough between. No, I think landlines, the way things are going, we ought to get a landline.
Bring them back.
Bring them back.
Do you still remember your landline number?
I do.
I don't know that you should give it out on the podcast.
I know my best friend. I knew my best friend. I still know my best friend's landline number that I would call when I was 6 years old.
That's cute.
And I know a few other numbers from my childhood.
Yeah.
And I bet I could remember my landline number. But here's the thing: I never called it.
Yeah.
But I remember it.
You got to give
a
it
little
out.
bit. Yeah. No. You got to
give
know
it
that when you're a
out.
kid. You got to know your phone number.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that's the other thing too that's interesting. So I had to get a new phone recently.
You did?
I did, and the issue that I was having was I don't know numbers now.
Yeah.
I just know names, and so I couldn't. And when I got the phone at the time, they needed a laptop. I couldn't access the cloud, and I couldn't get my stuff. I had the phone, and it was my number, and it was working, but my contacts were not over.
Weren't transferring.
But I didn't know any of their numbers.
Yeah.
Like I got nothing here, so I had to wait a couple of days to get those phone numbers. And it just goes to show you the importance of actually knowing. Back in the day, you had to know the number, and now you just pop the name.
I feel like that does something to our memory.
Oh yeah.
Like our memory's not as good. I feel like part of that is because we had 84 numbers we had to memorize at the drop of a hat.
Well, they've said, and I don't know if there's any studies that have been done. I'm sure there's studies that have been done on this, but having to process some of the things that we used to process years ago kept the brain in shape.
Yeah.
You had to solve certain things, you had to work around certain things, and now with technology, you don't have to use a lot of your brain. And I think people who are really smart figure that out and use their brain, keep it busy doing other things. But there's a lot of us out there that are just, want to sit on the couch.
Yeah.
And they don't exercise their brain.
Yes.
So, I think that there's a double-edged sword with the tech.
Absolutely.
I wonder if there's a study. I'm sure there's a study.
There's definitely a
There's got to
study.
be a study.
Do you find yourself adapting to the technology, or do you find yourself?
Ooh,
not?
that is, gosh.
That's the question. That's the topic we're tackling today.
Do I adapt to technology? I slow. Here's why I would say I do, but I find out about this stuff late.
Okay.
Because I'm not in. My son is in college, and the other kid they'll know about like the trendy tech that's coming out, or they'll be utilizing it in their everyday. And I don't get on board until because I don't know.
Yes.
And I'm not actively seeking that out. I'm not like, what's the latest and greatest tech? But I do adapt to it, I think.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Reluctantly.
No.
Begrudgingly.
Yes, that's the word.
There you go.
Totally begrudgingly. It's hard to say.
It's I would say I'm an old soul. An old soul.
An old soul.
Soul. But I adapt, I don't think, as quickly as I should be. Or as quickly as people my age adapt. And
That's
I will.
interesting you say that.
Yeah, my dad adapts really quickly. He has been using ChatGPT for years.
Okay.
And he taught himself to code in retirement. And he's done all these things that, like, there are times where I got to call him and say, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me? And so I feel like we've not reversed those roles yet.
Funny that you say that, because for the people at home watching right now, you are far and away advanced in technology than I am. And I always thought that I wasn't an idiot.
Yeah.
Like I remember,
That's good.
I remember,
That's really good.
I thought that, thought wrong.
Yeah.
But I remember helping my grandparents,
Yes.
program their VCR, and I remember helping them with their PC and thinking, I got this. I'm in. But now, I'm not even close. I am so far behind when it comes to all of the things, all of the tools that you can utilize now. And you're not. You actually are very talented with a lot of technology, especially when it comes to like you've won awards for editing things, and that's technology that has passed me by.
But that is like editing technology, and it's different because even the stuff on like the cell phones, the things that I've edited, wasn't necessarily done on that software. So like people making reels, and especially people on Snapchat will know, and you might know this. I didn't know how to like upload to my Snapchat story because I just don't upload to my Snapchat story. Well, then I accidentally uploaded a picture, and then I'm like, and it wasn't like, it was like a random picture. So then I've got like a random sunset on the story, and I'm over there trying to figure out how do I take the sunset down? And so I didn't know how to do that, and that was kind of like my aha moment of like, get with the times.
I'll tell you one of the things when it comes to tech is automobiles. Look at me. I said
if you
automobile.
call them automobiles, you're old.
I just realized that
and you're not
dates
with
me.
the times.
The automobile is like now I get into my truck and I'm pushing like 9 buttons before I even drive off. Like there's the auto start.
like,
I got to
pedal?
take that. I out there cranking it. No,
Yeah.
no. Like in my
feet.
Flintstones car. But no, I got to.
That took you a minute though.
It did, because I'm old. But there's a lot of tech in cars. I appreciate the backup cameras; those are really handy.
Oh,
But now there are just auto start and stop buttons, and you have to push a button when you fasten your seatbelt.
don't you
and
have like a hand warmer for like your steering wheel?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it has that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind that tech. My point is that.
But yeah, I bet you don't mind that tech. I bet that tech is just fine for
Yeah.
you.
So I don't know. I've come around to it.
That's good.
Because I think
I'd
that's.
come around to a heated steering wheel too.
You don't have one in that.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
No, but it's an older car.
Yeah, but they were putting those things in cars years ago.
No, not that year.
Yeah, well, they were. You just didn't get the option.
Well, I also was in Phoenix. No one's trying to get a heated, steering wheel in
That's
Phoenix.
true. That you know what? It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Not to splurge for the heated steering wheel in Phoenix
No.
because you don't need it.
No.
Okay.
But I'm very happy that you have adapted to all the cool technology in your truck.
Yeah, like the seat massage and
Oh, yeah.
man. Remember the old days? You had to hire somebody to give you a massage while you were driving.
Oh, you had like the pedal warmers?
Yeah, yeah. I got the pedal warmers and the,
I'd splurge for that too.
did you?
No, I would.
Okay. I'm still rocking manual windshield wipers though.
Oh.
Just the lever inside that you move
That
and
you
it
have to do.
moves the back thing.
Yeah. And like on the phone when you that one?
I don't know what that is. Dialing? Oh, yeah.
Not where you click the button.
The rotary
The
phone.
rotary.
It's the rotary phone. Yeah. Okay.
I'm familiar.
Are you?
No.
Did you have one? Did
No.
you ever own a rotary phone?
I did not.
I did.
I think
I
my
liked 'em.
grandparents had one.
I liked them. And it's crazy when you're a kid watching adults rock that rotary phone. God, they're quick.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like they pick it up like.
Like teens now in texting.
Yeah, but they were so good at just like quickly
yeah.
dialing. But there was something cool about a rotary phone.
Yeah.
Just the sound that it makes, and I'm gonna bring it back.
You could bring it back when you get your landline.
I think when I started working here 8 years ago, they still had rotary phones in I think they did.
No, they did not.
I think they did.
You said,
Yeah, I think they did.
part of me believes
We're a
you,
little
part of
behind
me
here.
does not believe
No,
you.
come on. Like, it wasn't cutting edge when I got here. Now, they've improved
Yeah.
greatly thanks to a couple of people that we've brought on board. One who watches this program is a fantastic engineer,
Oh,
Mr.
yes.
Kevin Perkle.
Yes.
We'll throw out shout out to Kevin, who is super. He's an elite when it comes to technology. He's elite status.
Oh, yeah.
So
You had said that you did not adapt to technology, but when we started this podcast, the Rodecaster Pro is like the
gosh.
soundboard that we work with.
yeah, I had to call Karina. Had to get Karina in here. I don't
punch
know.
the whole thing. You get all the things set up.
Yeah, but
and I don't do anything.
you
I read the stuff on the Facebook. I can do that.
You make the community cast what it is. It's a great show.
I contribute in other ways.
You do. But
They don't let me touch the buttons, though.
I had to call Karina, who is kind of not kind of, she just technically is producing this CTV content, but she had to fix it. Because I didn't know it. I mean, I kind of knew what to do, but I was like, I'm not so sure. I didn't want to have another audio issue where we come on the air and like nobody can hear us.
Oh, yeah, that was a good time. That was a time.
That was one of our best podcasts.
Yeah, best
People
content.
loved it. They were like, thank goodness we can't hear you.
You can't hear a word.
Not a word you're saying.
I'm curious if people, and I want to come back because it's a question that I'll have you answer. I want to get through some comments too, though.
Okay.
Do you find that the kids help out? So think about that.
Okay.
Christine said, good evening, Jeff and Julia. Happy Wednesday. Christine, happy
Christine.
Wednesday.
Yes.
I know 2 daughters, so I'm curious, Christine, if your kids help you out. Olivia said, hi, Jeff and Julia. KSN, somebody from KSN, which I bet is Karina, said, I'll work on rebranding the podcast to Community Cast.
Community cast.
Olivia said they still have a landline.
Cool.
Jacob said, hi, Jeff and Julia.
What's
Hi,
up, Jacob?
Jacob.
Jacob.
Let's see. Olivia said, here's what I do to remember the numbers. I try to put the numbers into a song.
Ooh, that's a great idea.
And then Doug said, Mid-American Exteriors is one from my childhood numbers in Texas. Remember it is one off from my childhood number in Texas.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So then he put the numbers, and he said, screws me up every time I see the commercial. That's really wild. My first landline, this is from Ron, said my first landline number was 2 shorts and a long, and if someone else was on the party line, you had to wait to make it a call.
I know that system. I know what he's talking about. These are phones that have like and maybe not, but I've done I know the system of 2 shorts and a long, and or when you're ringing with shorts and longs, it's they're antiques.
Did you? I don't know if this is
I never
the
had
same
one.
thing. Obviously, I don't know if this is the same thing, but like the numbers that make this sounds so dumb. The numbers that make the noises. All the numbers make a noise, right?
That's oh my goodness.
Did you-
It's exactly. You
realistic.
sounded just like a.
Wow.
Do that again.
Only once per podcast.
Okay, got you. So yeah, okay. So the buttons that make the noise.
Did you like memorize the songs, the numbers for the songs? Like Mary Had a Little Lamb?
3 blind mice and little simple. No, I did not.
Me either.
No, I just wanted to make a call, man.
No, yeah, you.
You don't want to get on there and play music.
Oh, no.
It was in our house. It was if you had phone time it was not plentiful, so you
Yeah.
had to make the most of that 10 minutes maybe
On the can.
that you would get on the can and
Yeah.
string, and so you weren't out there like screwing around playing music, and we had a rotary in our kitchen, so we'd get and back then in the day, you guys remember this, like. Did you get like the extra long cord? Because there weren't, this is before
No
wireless.
privacy.
There was before wireless phones or cordless phones in houses. But
Wireless.
like my family had it's like a 30-foot cord, and that way mom and dad could walk, or put it in the kitchen. They could go around the kitchen.
Yeah.
But you had to splurge for that extra long rotary.
Or like so you could
cord.
walk over and like sit somewhere else.
And I remember when cordless phones first came out. And it was we never had one, but like my grandparents got one, or people that I perceived to have money would get them in our family because we didn't have. And I just remember thinking, this is amazing. So you're telling me I could take this phone and I could go into my room?
Yeah.
I mean, it was mind blowing. And now, I don't want to haul this around everywhere I go.
Now,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Now
I
if
got to
you
get
leave
rid
it
of
at the house. You have to go back to get it.
Oh man, it's like I don't want the phone all the time.
Yeah.
Back then it was like, oh my goodness, I could take this phone into my room. Amazing.
Amazing.
Wow.
And now you get to carry it everywhere.
Now you have you're carrying a
brick.
spy device everywhere you go.
I do miss like the razors, I didn't have a razor because whatever, but we had the little flip phones.
Yeah.
I'm clearly still bitter about not having a razor.
I had one.
Was
I had
it
a
silver?
razor.
Obviously.
No, it was black.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a blueberry?
I think they're called blackberries.
Blackberries.
But whatever. I mean, you want to call them a blueberry or a straw? Oh, I had a strawberry. They were like the dumbed down version of the blackberry.
I said that with such
You did. 'Cause
confidence.
I should have gone with it. I should have just let this go, and then you could think for the rest of your time that blueberry made a phone. Anybody out there have a blueberry?
This is on the internet. This stays forever.
So clearly you're not adapting to the technology.
Well, those are all things I didn't have. I didn't have the
Because
razor,
you were
the blueberry, or the blackberry.
You were a tiny child.
I was
You small little
baby.
handheld little child baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, why would you have a blueberry?
For all those corporate calls I was making in second grade.
You wanted to. I know, actually, it's kind of funny. That seems like something you would do in second grade.
With the stylist.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, you're a very, for those of you who don't know, she's extremely intelligent person, really. And I'm not.
Despite what I just said.
Besides the blueberry
you.
thing. Now, you know what?
I take that back.
I'm just going to say intelligent person. But she is. And so you're kind of a different level when it comes. I know I'm not trying to like compliment you like crazy, but I'm giving people some pulling back the curtain.
I need that after I call
Julie
it a
is
blueberry.
Julie is very intelligent, very, very smart. And so I could see you making corporate calls in second grade to see. It sounds like something that you would do and probably do well.
I don't know about that.
Okay, well.
But I do miss that feeling of hanging up slapping it together. You know what I mean?
The phone slap.
Like hanging up. I know people know what I'm talking about.
So yeah, where you snap it together.
Yeah.
But now what do? Just
no, it
punch
doesn't
really,
give the same.
There's probably a sound effect that you could get on your phone.
Like
it's
just
technology.
Beep, boop, boop, boop.
It's similar to that, almost identical to that. What you just did. That's the sound they made.
Oh yeah, exactly like that. Doug is playing with fire because he said sneak blueberry into the 10 p.m. newscast, and we're crazy enough to try to do that.
We don't call them blueberries, though. We call them bloobs.
Bloobs. Mm-hmm. Karina said my brother's first cell phone was a Razor. Mine was the LP Scoop, which had a single, a slide keyboard.
Little Scoopy.
I liked that. Oh, Christine said, Julia, my girls don't help me with technology. Young, 6 and 9. But your 9-year-old, and I think that's Ella. I could have switched the names.
Yep.
9 is like. I feel like 9-year-olds
you
with
would
their
know.
iPads.
They know stuff at 9.
Oh, yeah.
My son is 19, and he is really tech savvy.
Yeah. That's good.
And it's scary to me because and here's the problem with this. You don't know that the world has passed you by until you know. And being around him, I get the sense that, yes, it has. And not only that, I think that it has. I'm so far behind now. Mm-hmm. I don't think I can get out of that hole. Does that make sense?
No, because I feel like you were very tech savvy.
Oh gosh, I'm not. I wish I was.
Okay.
I mean,
I've got to take your word for it.
I'm not. I mean, you've seen where I'm like, do you get into email?
No, sometimes.
And you're like, oh, easy, and you just you make the sound effects. Beep boop beep boop beep.
And everything's better with the sound effects.
Hey, remember when I couldn't get my laptop to mirror on the monitors?
Yeah, but I couldn't fix that for you. That was Kevin Perkle. Who,
Yeah,
again,
but I
shout
thought
out.
but you said to contact Kevin. So I give you see how tech savvy
Remember
you are.
again how intelligent I am?
Sometimes being
Call
tech savvy
Kevin.
just means you know people who are savvy in tech.
Wow.
And you call them.
Something that my grandmother did that I think was really cool when the cell phone came out.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe it was the computer.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Okay.
I think it was the computer. She went to the local college and she took a computer class. And I
That is cool.
just think, but that set the precedent, I think, for her for a lot of us in the family. And I remember then, right decades later, Snapchat came out, and I said, Nana, download Snapchat. And then I got to send my grandmother all of these like cool pictures from the day because she was tech savvy enough to download Snapchat.
That's not a bad idea. Because it is changing weekly.
Yeah.
Like weekly. The stuff that's coming out, the tech stuff that's coming out is just
Yeah.
incredible. My grandparents, they got a bag phone for the first time. It was it was the kind of the first. It wasn't a brick phone, but it's like one of the first cellular phones. It was a bag phone. I remember they had it in their minivan.
Yeah.
And I so wanted to make a call on it. They're like, it's $72 a minute. It was
Yeah.
some ridiculous amount of money. And I'm like, yeah, but can I call somebody?
Yeah.
What if I hang up before a minute? Then it's free. I didn't know, but yeah, they had a bag phone. I thought it was really cool when I was a kid. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Do you remember when
They
texting?
must be rich.
Like right on that same, I guess, path.
Yeah.
When no calls before like 8, if you called after 8 on like the weekends or on Fridays, it was free. Or like no
Yeah.
texting before like.
You're talking about cell phones
Yeah.
back in the day. Yeah, and you're right. It was like free after 8 p.m. or something like that.
Like texting was free after 8. I don't want to text anybody before 8.
Now it's all free, isn't it? Kind of.
No,
You're paying.
pay for the plan.
They rolled it into the plan because they used to charge you by the text.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Could you imagine now?
Well, I mean, mine would be cheap. Ain't nobody texting old Herndon.
Right? We'd save money.
I'd save money, but back then I'd still save money.
Is there a regression in kids not adapting to the technology, right? We see a trend of kids not driving as much, teens not wanting to get their license,
Yeah.
teens not wanting to make calls or it being difficult, the calling anxiety.
I don't know if my son could mail a letter.
Oh,
But I bet he could. But here's the thing: he doesn't text either.
yeah,
They send messages
Oh, the
through
voice
these
stuff.
and they send them through these apps,
yeah,
and I don't check these apps. So I'm
Yeah.
like, my son will be like, Did you get my message?" I go, "No." "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, I sent it to you on the
yeah.
snappity-doodly-deet.com/http something." I'm like, "I don't have that app."
Did you try to download
You
it?
could text me. No, I don't know how to download apps. But I said you could text me.
And he goes, "I don't do that. That's not cool.
Text. It's not cool.
It's
now.
not cool."
But yeah, so they do all these they message through all these apps, and then my son doesn't. I'll text him, and it'll take a day or two. It's almost like real mail. Like my texting my son is like literally like now just like really just sending him a letter.
Yeah.
Because he responds at about the same amount of time that it would take for the letter to get to Manhattan.
Yeah.
So maybe that's kind of cool. I should look at it that way. That's like the silver lining.
you guys
like,
could
I'm
send letters.
I'm like, oh, hold on, I got to send my son a letter.
Yeah.
And then boop, 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 boop. And then 3 days later, he's like, "I got your letter." But he'll text it.
You guys could start writing letters.
Oh, yeah. We could. Well, I do.
We could, but we're not going to.
Why would we waste our time? When we
Because
could
it's
just.
the same thing.
No, but I'm saying it's just easier to just send him a letter through the text. And then 3 days later, he'll be like, "Oh, Cousin George died,"
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I wanted you to get that 3 days ago, but
I mean, I might call on that one.
I probably should have called.
Yeah.
We didn't know him very well. He was kind of, sometimes he'd show up for Christmas. We didn't know.
Yeah.
Cousin George. R.I.P. Good fella.
We'll send a letter.
Yeah. Anyway, we missed that funeral.
You should start it with "Dear Son." That's what Karina
Oh,
said.
that's so good.
Vincent said the bag phones. Remember the bag phones?
Yeah,
Olivia said my first phone was in 7th grade, and I had the slide phone with the keyboard. I thought it was so cool, but everyone around me had the iPhone.
Man, in 7th grade, I just wanted a Trapper Keeper. Oh. And have a phone. Just wanted that sweet Trapper Keeper. That's what all the cool kids had, the Trapper Keepers. I never got one.
You could buy yourself one now.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, it'd be a waste of money.
Well,
I don't need to go back and get a Trapper Keeper.
it could be like when you were a kid and you really wanted rollerblades and you never got the rollerblades. And then as an adult,
You're talking
got
about
the
you.
rollerblades.
You're talking about you
I
because
had
you
rollerblades.
Well, you rollerblade now.
I do rollerblade now because I enjoy it. Look at that, a hobby that I had as a kid that I still enjoy.
See, that's why you brought it up. You
Yeah.
don't talk about it.
But it could be biking. It could be like, right? Something you wanted to do as a kid that now maybe that's a different
How does
podcast.
biking? That doesn't have anything to do with the Trapper Keeper. Like, yes, maybe I want to go biking, but I don't sit around
The
going,
point-
I just really want that trapper keeper
You don't- okay.
at age 50, which I'm not there yet, but I'm close.
Yeah. Far away.
Ooh, that's a birthday idea. Trapper keeper.
We'll add it to your birthday list.
Okay, that list is growing.
Corey said, what's the worst to learn technology, how to do it?
All the stuff in the TV station, I think, is really difficult and taxing.
Here's an interesting thing. When you move stations,
Yeah.
all of the equipment's different. So when you're moving
Yeah.
stations, you're learning a new software to write scripts, a new software to edit, new cameras to shoot on.
How to post to the web and all
Absolutely.
of these things. And yeah, I don't.
So that would be an example, I think, of technology. I feel like that's overwhelming because you have 34 different,
It is
systems
It
to
is
learn.
overwhelming, and it's not easy. The stuff's not. Some of the stuff we've gone through training here when we've switched things out of the old TV station.
yeah.
It isn't simple. You're in training and you're like, what? Should I have a degree for this? Do I need to go back to where do I go? Like, I need to take classes because it's hard.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
they give you the hour-long thing and a booklet. And they're like, good, you're good. Go
Good
for
luck.
it. Good luck.
Don't delete the show.
Don't delete the show and or mess anything up.
You did that the other day.
Deleted the show?
No, you said,
I accidentally moved
and
something.
I made a joke that you deleted the show, and our
that's
producer
right.
did not find that funny.
Yeah, you just click on the wrong thing and you move it when you're
Uh-huh.
clicked, and the next thing you know, boo.
I had a producer accidentally delete a different producer's show at my first station.
Oh, that would be bad.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
And I had already written my script. It was for the 10 o'clock, and it was the 6 o'clock producer that accidentally deleted the 10.
So for those of you who are watching, our newscast, if you think of a newscast, it's 30 minutes. Like they're not 30 minutes, but half an hour. The people who produce the newscast, they're working all day, all day to put that together for
30 minutes.
well,
so like 8 hours.
Actually, yeah, but they're really just it's like maybe it's 12 minutes if you take out weather and sports and commercials.
Yeah.
But it's hard
Oh,
and
yeah.
stressful, and so to have one accidentally deleted would be that would be
Horrendous.
painful.
Yeah.
It'd be like you make this beautiful painting, right? And it's just like, oh my gosh, I spent months on this. It's incredible. Put my heart and soul into this painting. And then the big art show is coming up like the next day, and you're like, all right. And then you're like, your buddy's like, hey, I'll take your painting to the show and set everything up. And like, cool, because I don't have a truck and the painting's big and I worked a ton of hours on it. And then he shows up and he puts it in his truck, and then it just falls out of the truck and breaks on the road on the way to the art
Gets
show.
run over.
That's exactly what it would be like if you were producing a show and it got deleted.
I
It's
remember
the same thing.
the producer
Same
walking
feeling.
out and being like, hey, I'm really sorry. I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
After I already wrote my story.
That didn't do, man. That would be painful.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
But I was so young. I just said, okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
see you tomorrow. I hate you.
Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so Doug said it's when they send the same message through 6 different apps
Oh,
that gets to me.
okay.
Like, was that necessary?
I wish my son did that though, Doug, because he'll send it once. There's some obscure app messaging service. And then I eventually get it. Normally it's like Snap. He's a Snapchat freak.
Snapchat is.
Like that's where he'll send the
thing.
majority of his messages.
So here's an interesting thing. My boyfriend, he has a nephew who's about 16 years old, has a girlfriend.
Okay.
They met on Snapchat.
Okay.
And I had never heard of this, but they like met at the park, or you can like meet. I don't
Okay.
know, but they met at the park, and that's how they met. But they met on Snapchat, and
Mm-hmm.
to me, I'm like, that goes against everything that our parents told us. Don't meet strangers on the internet. Don't talk to But is that what kids are doing on Snapchat? You see, that's
I
where I
guess,
sound
man.
old, because I'm like, I don't know what they're doing.
I could never do that. Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know.
I mean, sounds like it
But-
could be dangerous.
it sounds
Sounds like
very
it could be very dangerous. Yeah.
Sounds like that could be on the news.
That might be a news story. Maybe.
But that's what I mean. Of we say we adapt to technology, but do we really?
Well, I don't. No, I don't think I'm adapting as quickly as I should. I when I say I've been passed by, I mean it. I don't. I feel like and I feel like I'm more and more behind when it comes to adapting to technology every month. Like something will come out. I do a lot of reading, so I'll read about something, and I'll be like, man, like I miss that. Like I just not a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to get on board with that. It's just because.
Like what?
Oh,
what makes you read something and say not that?
Well, like not like I don't want to be involved with it, or no, I'm just saying like it's just like that's
it's
beyond
passed me
me.
by,
Like
yeah.
I would say that. Okay, for example, making your own website. Okay. A lot of people in this industry, or even regular people that are looking for jobs, these people coming out of college, is oftentimes people in high school and adults too. They have very creative.
Yes.
I'm not talking about Facebook pages, but like really good websites.
Yeah.
Just for here's what I do. Here are my hobbies. Here's some video.
They make those in college, though.
But I didn't.
Yeah. But you didn't have a computer in college.
Yeah, we did. We had, come on. I mean, yeah, we played, it was Oregon Trail and
Oh, yeah.
Pong, but we had
loved
computers in
Oregon Trail.
college.
But you weren't making
You were like,
websites.
but you were really on the Oregon Trail.
on it.
You had malaria.
That was Jedediah.
Was it?
I don't know. There was always a Jedediah who drowned in the river, and
Oh, that friggin' river
it's 'cause
claims
you were
so
trying to-
many lives. Why do they keep going by the dang river?
because you're trying to get through, but your wagon's too full,
Yeah.
and Jedediah had
'Cause
to unload it.
You got greedy at the
Yes.
outpost. You bought a bunch of supplies that you didn't really need.
Yes.
Everything.
And you left the malaria cream.
Well, I don't do that anymore. I always have malaria cream
Yeah.
handy when I'm out there on the Oregon trails.
Oregon
but
Trail.
So they're making a website. Now, some people say, well, you can hire a company to make a website, but these people are making their own websites and they're really, really good. That's something that I am not. I'm not going to make my own website.
Yeah.
But they're doing it for professional purposes. So instead of, for example, I come from a time when it was like you put your resume and your cover letter on like some nice paper. It wasn't like regular paper. You went to the store, you bought like the resume paper. I don't know what kind of, it was like a thicker grain of paper.
cardstock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had the cover letter and then you had and now it's all digital. And when you're asking for a resume, they send you a link to their website, which is, I get it, but it's like, I'm not going to make a website.
I don't think you need to make a
Well,
website.
that's what I'm saying.
I think
I
you
don't
have enough
need-
credibility to not
I have
have
none.
to make a website.
After this podcast, I'll have to make a website. Probably.
A tape.
Yeah, that's another thing, tape. But back in the day when I was younger, I was in all of the, like anything that was tech during the time, especially in broadcasting, I was up to speed on. Like really good. I did some radio. And when I started doing radio, a lot of technology, that's when technology was getting into the radio business, where you would have, and radio folks hate this, and I understand, I hate it too, but it was basically automation. So you would have instead of a radio board, which is like a big board with, slides and buttons and everything, you had a keyboard. It was just a keyboard. And then if you wanted to play a song, you used to have to put the card in, cue it up, hit the bridge and all that. But now it was just like you hit F9. It was just like F9, F9, F9.
Not like the space bar.
But
right?
I got into that.
What we do.
It's similar to that. But I got into that because at the time I was really young. I think I was just I was like 19, 20, 21. And I wanted to have a career in radio. And so I was like, man, I was learning everything. Keeping up to speed on all the new stuff that was coming out and how to do things. And that was a long time ago.
How long? I'm kidding. Don't.
30 years ago? 30.
30.
Yeah.
Doug said, don't take ride from strangers. Enters Uber. That's another one of like, we say don't do that.
I know where Doug's going with that because for all these years, we're not to, get in a car with strangers. And now that's what we do all the time. We
So-
just, hey, stranger, come get me.
Karina had a really good point that said, meeting someone at a coffee shop doesn't mean that they're not a serial killer.
That's true.
Very true.
That's where they hang out mostly.
Yeah, they love
Coffee
coffee.
shops.
Olivia said, I reconnected with my boyfriend on Facebook. We first met in 4th grade. lost contact after high school. I downloaded Facebook, saw him, and we reconnected in late 2019.
Oh, that's cool.
So maybe it's kind of like the Snapchat thing.
If you drive Uber, if I ever drove Uber, I always thought it would be fun to just windowless van.
Why would that be? Who would that be fun for?
It's me, the driver,
Just
showing up to give, showing up for the Uber ride, and it comes through your app. Like, look for Jeff in the
if Jeff Herndon showed up to pick me up for the airport in a
98
windowless van.
Econoline windowless van, that would be cool. If you like get in the back, you like a big sliding cargo door, and it's just there's like a folding, like lawn chair in there. I'm giving y'all some good ideas for future if you want to have like some fun doing some. You probably only drive one day. Like the Uber would catch on.
You'd get reported the first.
No, but what if it was like a niche? What if people are like, oh, this is cool?
Nobody would think that.
I'm giving you 5 stars or 4 stars.
No woman in the city would be like, I'm getting in this van. I would be like, it's okay, I'll be late for the airport. I don't need to fly today.
I think it'd be just throwing that out there.
Funeral, it's fine.
I'm always thinking of these great ideas. Like if I ever drove Uber, it would be
you
like
are always thinking of
windowless
ideas.
van. I wonder. I should go after this podcast. I want to see if they even allow a windowless van.
I bet you they allow any vehicle.
No, they don't.
Why do you? Okay.
There are
what are the
regulations. They have to be a certain. They can't be that old.
Okay.
That's the only. I think that's the only one. There's some other. Somebody out there might know. There's other restrictions, but I don't know if you. I don't think you can drive a commercial. You certainly can't drive a commercial vehicle. So like you can't oobs in like your Kenworth. Like you would, so a windowless van maybe considered a commercial vehicle, maybe. So.
Okay, I bet you it is because there's no way that they are like, sure, you can drive your windowless van and with the lawn chair in the back.
I think it would be just the look on the faces when you come
would be worth it.
Oh yeah.
Marissa said, if the concept of Uber is sketchy, what about Waymo, the self-driving cars? I love Waymo.
I've never
love it.
Is that see? That's the other thing. Is that already going?
It is.
Okay,
it is
I would have no idea.
Crazy.
Okay.
And I do feel like the crazy person, like the older person in the Waymo of like taking the video of the self-driving car because it is wild.
When you're taking the video, you like the camcorder.
Exactly. I had a camcorder.
Did you?
Yeah, I did, and I thought it was so cool. And I had the Polaroids. Did you have the Polaroid?
I did have a Polaroid.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, my family did.
Yeah. The Waymo is cool. They have them in bigger cities. If you get a chance to ride in one.
I'm curious to ask this.
Okay.
That didn't make any sense, but I'm going to continue.
Yeah. I said blueberry. You're fine.
I'm curious to ask this, but just ask it. Because we're going to see it. We're all going to live long enough to see this, but it is going to blow my mind when a drone delivers like an Amazon package to my porch.
Yes.
Or delivers a pizza.
Yes.
That's going to happen. That's coming.
We already see that a little bit on Wichita State campuses. The little delivery guy.
Yes, I see this little delivery robot, but I'm talking about just straight up like Amazon launching drones everywhere.
Yes.
Because here's the thing about that. Think about this. Even in Wichita, just a regular neighborhood in Wichita, think about all the Amazon packages that are delivered in your neighborhood every day, right? Okay. Several, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't like see the there's going to be drones with packages all over the place. And I'm like, how is that? But that's going to happen. And I'm like, how is that going to go over? I'm sure there's going to be HOA stuff and I can't even fathom the regulations and all of the ordinances they're going to have to be put into place. But that's going to happen. That's technology that is coming and it's just, you're going to have to adapt.
Oh, yeah.
You have drones dropping pizzas.
There will be a time where we say, oh, I remember when there was nothing in the sky. You could look up and just see the stars.
No.
I think there'll be a time where, maybe not for me, I'll probably be dead by then.
When you get older, are you going to talk like that?
Probably.
Okay.
I will use every opportunity to talk like that. I remember when.
Back in the day.
And I'll say, that's how Jeff Herndon sounded.
They'll say, great grandma, how did the phone sound?
Beep,
Beep, boop, 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 boop. Oh,
great
stop.
grandma.
I love your stories. I love story time with great grandma.
I say, wow, someone put her back.
Great.
Put her away.
Roll her back into the back room, wherever they keep you when you get that age.
I hope they keep me
They
in the
always
back
keep.
room.
Yeah. Oh man, you're bringing back. We're going a whole different podcast. I got memories flooding my brain right now of one of my great grandmothers who they would. They'd roll her out.
Oh.
And I was a kid. I'm young here. And this is a great grandmother that I never really got to know. I got to know my other great grandmother fairly well, but they would roll her out at like the holidays, and she couldn't talk. She was like 100 when she was like
cool.
100 when I was 6.
Yeah.
And she couldn't talk, and she couldn't move. And they'd roll her out every year, and they'd hold her hand up, and they let her touch your face.
Oh.
Yeah. That scarred me. Obviously, I'm 49. I'm still talking about it.
It's not funny,
It-
but I'm
it-
glad
well,
that
I look
you
back
said
on
it
it,
because
and
I could see the look in your
well,
eyes.
we'd line up. They'd roll her out, and the great grandkids would line up.
Yeah.
And you're standing in line like it's a carnival ride. And they give you you had a ticket, and it's like my grandma would be tearing the tickets to go see Mamo, and then you'd walk up there.
Yeah.
And then there was somebody, like, it sounds like I'm making this up. There's somebody standing next to her in the living room, and they lift her hand up and flop it on your face. And then you would say, hey, Mamo. And then you'd walk away, and then it was the next sap behind me. My other cousin would be like, "Oh God, just spend more time with Jeff." And like I'll tell you, that was a line nobody was cutting. We were lining up in the back. I mean, this is the sad part about it. I learned a lot about her after she passed.
Oh, probably phenomenal.
Phenomenal woman. And the sad part is I never got to actually get to know her because at the time she couldn't talk. Like, she could not communicate. So I didn't really get to know her.
Yeah.
But then after she passed and I got older, I got to ask questions.
Karina summed it up perfectly. What a sweet and disturbing memory.
Yes, that's pretty much what it is. Sweet and disturbing.
Oh, man.
This one's gone fast. We're almost out of time.
This did go fast, especially there at the end with that story.
Well, I didn't mean to tell. Tomorrow I thought we were talking about sweet,
But
scary, disturbing memories. That's what tomorrow's podcast is about.
I know what tomorrow's podcast is about. Should I share it as a little teaser?
You should. We have 40 seconds.
Okay, tomorrow, movies or books?
Movies or books. We are going to go round and round
I know.
about this. I can't wait. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you tomorrow.